Okay, YouTube, what I'm going to be discussing right now is A, how to get testosterone, and B, how to inject. Okay, so you are trans and you want to start your testosterone treatment. It basically has to deal with where you live. I can only talk about where I live. Where I live is North Carolina right now. I'm born and raised in New York though, but I'm living in North Carolina, like Charlotte right now. And I thought I had to go through a 3-month treatment of psychiatry, and I actually didn't. I did, however, go for one session, and then I had my psychiatrist write me a letter, not necessarily a recommendation for testosterone, just to say that I'm sane and I'm not crazy, and I know what I'm doing. So this is what he wrote me. You could go through this process. You can go through the process of actually going to a therapist or going to an endocrinologist, a person who's actually transgender friendly. I would highly advise that first. So my psychiatrist, just let you know what he's supposed to write. Confirmation that Evan, Amy, that's my government name, Lopez has entered into the psychotherapy relationship, issues about their gender identity, work toward achieving a more congruence in this area. Although our relationship is in the beginning, obviously Evan exhibits significant insight on psychological maturity. So obviously he's basically saying, in lollygagging terms, that I'm not crazy and I'm not stupid. And basically he says that it shouldn't prohibit my me pursuing medical treatment to further my gender identity. And basically he puts warm regards, his name, blah 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 blah. It looks something like this. It's nothing crazy. Some of them can have a letterhead. Some of them can just say his name. It just really depends on how much of an asshole your endocrinologist is. However, I have the best endocrinologist ever. His name is Dr. Thomas Marlowe, and he has a weight loss institute here in Charlotte. Now, he works with the transgender community, and basically what he does is you make an appointment with him, and you speak to him, and he sort of kind of starts off like a psychiatrist. He wants to know a little bit about your story, he wants to know a little bit about you. Once you exude that type of personality that, you're struggling with your gender and you want to basically transition, he gives you 2 pages. He gives you one which basically talks about testosterone therapy, what can happen, what can't happen, basically reversible changes, all the stuff that you can get online. His little letterhead on top. And this is good stuff because this is what you take for when you get your name changed. And he also gives me a consent form, which basically says, that I consent, that I know exactly what testosterone will do to me, the do's and the don'ts, basically my signature on the bottom. And this is also going to help me change my name in the process. So basically that's what happens. Then the endocrinologist, I don't know how yours would work. How mine worked was basically he talked to me, and by understanding transgender people already, he understood that he's not the type of person that wants to wait or makes you wait, because he feels like the suicide levels go higher when you tell a transgender person that they can't change automatically. So he's not that type of person. So what he did was he gave me my prescription for testosterone, which I have right here. I got it about I think the 1st of April. And he gives it to you, and he starts you at a really low dose. Like mine right now is 0.2. So he starts at a low dose, and then he sends you for labs. Everything checks out really good, and he raises you up after a month. So basically that's the process of getting testosterone. There's no right way of doing it. You just have to do your homework. And before you go anywhere, before you go to any therapist, any doctor, anywhere, make sure that they're transgender friendly, because some people are transphobic and they won't give you your testosterone, or they'll make you jump through hoops just to get it. So basically now I have my testosterone, right? So I have my testosterone. See, I don't know if you can see it. I have my testosterone, and basically what you do is when you're taking testosterone, now this is the part of the video where I'm going to show you, I'm not going to demonstrate it because I'm going to take my T-shot and I don't really like to do it on camera, but I'm going to show you exactly what to use, what to do and what not to do. So you got your testosterone, okay, you need to keep this at the temperature they said to keep it. Some people's are bigger, some people's are different. Mine says to keep it in 68 degrees or to 77. Okay, and then you need to have your syringe. Now, what happens with this is that testosterone is very thick. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very thick. It's in a sesame oil. And what happens is when you're using like a regular 25 gauge needle, it's not going to be able to suck through the needle because it's so thick. It will, but it will take a lot and it'll frustrate you. So what usually I do is, what I'm doing right now, since I'm only on a month right now and then I want to buy more needles, I get an 18 gauge needle with 1.5 tip. See right there, 18 gauge. And what I do is I take the needle out, I poke it inside. Of course you want to turn your testosterone upside down. You fill it up with air before you even put in the testosterone. You fill it up with air until, you know, where you're supposed to take it. Then you push the air in, push it in, you push the air in, and then you suck it out with the 18 gauge. Once you're done with the 18 gauge, you're going to take it out, pull it out, and you're going to push back on this little nozzle so that all the testosterone that's in this needle part right here will get sucked back in and you won't lose any of it. Because this shit is really expensive and you don't want to lose anything. Then what you do is you take that tip off, and of course I have 2 needles, I don't know why, but I just need the needle. Yeah, I mean 2 syringes. You take this, which right here, which I use a 25 gauge 1 inch. Okay, so you see it, 25 gauge 1 inch. And what I do is I hook it on. Basically, you hook it on. So let's make believe this has the actual testosterone in it. You hook it on here, and there you go. You got your shot for testosterone. Now, before you do any of this, and this is something that I forgot, and I just want to reiterate it. This testosterone bottle comes with a little cap. When you pop that cap off, you need to make sure that you alcohol swab this top. Okay? So you take your alcohol swab or your cotton ball with alcohol on it and you clean this area really well before you put any needles inside of it. Okay? So just to rest assured, beginning, I know for other people are going to be like, oh, you did it wrong. Well, I'm just rewinding. What you're going to do is you are going to clean the top, then put your needles in. Okay, so then once you got your needles in, very key point, you must take yourself an alcohol swab or whatever place you're going to shoot your testosterone in, you need to wipe it, and I'm going to show you on my arm, you need to wipe it. Let's say I'm going to shoot here, which I'm really not, but you need to wipe the alcohol swab in the middle and then outward. Do not blow on it, do not fan it down, let it air dry on its own. You don't want to get any germs on it, unnecessary stuff on it. Now, places to shoot your testosterone. Okay? You could shoot your testosterone into your muscles, which is like up here and stuff like that. However, I'm going to tell you right now, I shot in my upper shoulder, right here. It hurts. Not does it hurt going in, but it hurts the next day and it's sore, stuff like that. You really want to do it. You really don't want to do it there. Where you should do it, on your thigh, if you're looking at your thigh, on your angle looking down, you're going to see a middle. You're going to see the outer portion of your thigh. You're going to see the inner portion of your thigh. You're going to want to do it on that outer portion. That outer portion has the muscle that you need, and it's not going to hurt that much. That's where normally people put it. You can put it wherever you want to. It's really what you decide. But I put it there. So this video is really too long, so I'm just going to cut it right now. I'll just add some more stuff later. But that's basically what you do to shoot up teeth.